from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. EA Sports College Football continues with a late season Week 12 showdown here. It's the Florida Gators and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. He said late in the season, every conference game carries extra weight, especially now that they have played their way into the top 12 nationally. As you know, with this college football playoff remaining where it stands right now, being in this bracket matters down the stretch. Late in the season, he just wants his team to continue to play with confidence and physicality. He knows the prize is in sight for this group right now. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Gators headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. So Vanderbilt's offense will get the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win, so it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking for a gap. It's Alexander. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll ride him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick.
Snags it, and he's open. At the 20. Touchdown, Commodores. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Florida's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Turns it upfield. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give the ball. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jones to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. run inside. It's Pryor. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? Needs it here on 4th down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Out wide right, it's Alexander. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Alexander. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From deep, it's Mays. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond. They
were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Sells the run, looking to pass. Right down the middle. Right side, it's Singleton. Snags it, and there's running room. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Rush right in his face. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
and that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Gators send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Carter. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Left side is Sherrill. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. On the ground, it's Alexander. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Got him quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. Across the 25, he's got room. He smashes his way through again. And he scores! Touchdown, Vanderbilt! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Gators headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes a connection. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Play action on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. What a play to set him up. Flying out to the left. The pick six. He kicks it in. Touchdown, Vandy. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Pryor. The defense there to make the stop, but he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Pull down there. To the sticks, and it's a first down. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Jones wants to throw it. Snags it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Gators moving quickly to the line. Looking for room, it's Pryor. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Makes a catch. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again. And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Touchdown! 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He's hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Well, we haven't seen this very much today. A quarterback missing on a pass. Of course, his offense is rolling right now. He's already thrown 2 TDs. He's in a very, very good rhythm. The defense needed a play like that to try to catch. gain some momentum.
Jumped on top of the pile.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Look out! And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Baseline. Defense.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Handoff for ball. Turning it on! They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Gators will try to convert on 4th down. Looking for the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give the ball. Here's a little room there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Run in the red zone, it's ball. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13.
Number 38, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield, it's Carter. Back's got it on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They punted away on 4th down. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
Stopped in the backfield as this defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. And And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Out wide right, it's Brown. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Jones to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Out wide left, it's Singleton. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Gators. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. On the return, it's Brown. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half. And the Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads in the nick of time.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Rush is on. Trying to escape and get it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play. 3rd and long right here. Quarterback signaling to his guys. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Jones wants to throw it. Reels it in. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there.
Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. 2nd and long here. Snap in the shotgun. Fires to the wideout. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Jones to throw. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Here's Jaden one more time. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Handoff to the lone back. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey guys, here on the Florida sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you guys.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Got an alley. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Ball. Fights off a defender. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like it because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the...
And he's in! Touchdown, Florida! They'll line up to go for 2. Motion from the wideout. Jones wants to throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Florida 36, Vanderbilt 24. Number 38 set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Billy.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
The give. There's some daylight. There's some room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Off play action on first down. With the catch, it's Spence. Gets away from one, he's got space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. On the run, it's Alexander. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
3rd and long coming up. Dropping back, it's Carter. Into the end zone. Touchdown Doors! A great catch in the end zone.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Gators sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the